To understand stretching, we first of all have to talk about the two forms of stretching that basically exist. And they are static stretching and dynamic stretching. Static stretching is when you do a stretch and you hold that position for 20 to 30 seconds without moving. Dynamic stretching is when you do movements that look similar to the actual exercise movements you do, but you do them without weights and you just move close to your maximum range of motion without holding the position. The type of stretching you usually see people do before their workouts is static stretching. And when you ask these people why they do those static stretches, you usually get three reasons. The first is to prevent injuries, the second is to heighten their flexibility, and the third is to put out a better workout performance. For the first one, there exists simply no scientific evidence at all. And for number 2 and 3, we have to look at the way by which a cold muscle can react when you stretch it. And basically it has two possibilities on how it will react. The first is when you stretch the muscle so hard that it thinks that it will overstretch, it will react by contracting itself, so working against the stretch, and this will effectively tighten the muscle and you will lose flexibility. If you don't stretch the muscle that hard and you just loosen it by lengthening it through the stretch, basically the same thing happens when you have a rubber band and you overextend it, and the overextended rubber band loses its ability to snap back into its original form. In a muscle, that means the lengthened muscle will lose ability to put out force and you actually will perform worse during your workouts. So the takeaway rule from this here is do not do static stretches before your workouts. What you should do is warm-up sets with about 20 to 25% of the weight you normally use, and do those warm-up sets with the exercises that you will later do in your workout. These warm-up sets will prepare your muscles for the coming workout because they heighten the blood flow in those muscles, and the heightened blood flow means those muscles will be more flexible, but also because more blood is in them, more nutrients will be delivered to them and they will be able to perform better. If you want to do stretching before you work out at all, then it should be after these warm-up sets, and then it should be dynamic stretching where you do movements similar to the movements you will do during your workouts. For example, let's say if you do bench presses, what you can do is you go through the normal range of motion you do during bench presses and go a bit beyond them. And you do that movement dynamically. If you like to throw in some static stretches post-workout, then that actually is okay, because post-workout static stretches have indeed been shown to have a positive effect on flexibility. So if you want to throw in some of those after your workout, then that is okay. And the only thing you should be careful about here is how far you stretch, because some people like to stretch to the point where it hurts, but that already is too far. Stretch only to the point where you are still comfortable with the stretch. Okay, let's summarize. Number 1, no static stretching before your workouts. Number 2, to warm up before a workout, do warm-up sets. Number 3, if you want to do stretching before a workout, then do those warm-up sets first and then some dynamic stretching. And number 4, if you want to do static stretching, then do that post-workout. For those of you interested in some more background information on this topic, I have again included some links in the description of this video where you can read up a bit about it if you like. Again, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.